Biden calls for end of power for Russia's Putin in speech on Western unity on Ukraine. With the war in Ukraine at a critical juncture, President Biden on Saturday used the capital of a country once dominated by the Soviet Union to demand an end to the rule of Russian President Vladimir Putin and to exhort U.S. allies to stand up to Russia's brutal invasion of its neighbor. "The test of this moment is a test of all time," Biden said in what was designed as a rousing speech for unity uttered at a Polish castle destroyed by Nazis in World War II, and later rebuilt. "For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power," Biden said of Putin, a dramatic final flourish to what the White House called a major speech and a first public reference to regime change to unseat the man he has called a killer and a war criminal. "All of us must do the hard work of democracy each and every day," Biden said, "in Europe and in my country as well." He opened his speech by invoking the late Pope John Paul II, a Pole, whose "Be Not Afraid" speech in Warsaw in 1979 inspired Poland to eventually break away from communist rule. Throughout his visit to Europe, Biden has emphasized that sacred obligation the U.S. and its NATO allies have to protect Poland and other member states if Russia spreads its attacks into the eastern flanks of NATO territory. Mutual defense of North Atlantic Treaty Organization partners is a sacred obligation, Biden repeatedly assured President Andrzej Duda as the pair met in Warsaw, crucial for your freedom and ours. Later, Biden got a first-hand glimpse of the war's toll on Poland. Meeting with Ukrainian refugees near the train station in Warsaw, he said he admired their spirit and resilience and branded Putin a butcher. Millions of Ukrainians have fled across Europe or been displaced inside their country since Putin launched the invasion February 24. Russia on Friday announced that first phase of its military assault had ended successfully, saying its forces would now concentrate on its main goal, consolidating control of occupied parts of eastern Ukraine. This might represent a scaling down of operations in the face of a failure to advance on key cities, or it may be another feint by Putin to confuse his adversaries. As Biden visited Poland, a fresh volley of explosions was heard on the outskirts of Lviv, in western Ukraine and just miles from the border with Poland. Black smoke billowed on the horizon. Ukrainian authorities